Welcome to ETAuto. We are in conversation with Raghavendra Vaidya, MD and CEO of Daimler Truck Innovation Center India, one of Daimler Truck's global engineering and technology development center. Raghavendra, uh, tell me, what are the 3 or 4 key areas of focus for your team at DTICA?
Well, the top focus is to drive product innovation for all of our products globally. And within that, I think the second focus is to drive the innovation using software, right? Because software is the next innovation, hub, so to speak. And we have lots of things going on, building large-scale platforms for the next generation, e-architecture, and so on and so on. So I think the root and the purpose of the company is to drive innovation for the product, which makes sense for our customers, which are also the fleets which are trying to run their business. So innovation is at the center, and also developing next generation software platforms, which are more intelligent, which can be updated remotely, and we can create features and deploy them in days and not months and years. And the third is really to build core engineering knowledge here based on a phenomenal talent that we have in India, to make our business successful globally, the customer successful, and also provide a culture and a company for engineers where they can become better every day. So these are the 3 focus areas.
Right. And when it comes to discussions around automobile and software content in the automobile, truck perhaps is the last segment that one would talk about in general discussion I'm talking about. But here you're talking about your technology center is focused purely on trucks,
Yes.
commercial vehicles, right?
Yes.
And some buses maybe also. Tell us, how will the bus, the architecture of a truck, of a heavy truck, differ from what it is now? Let's say 2, 3, 4, or 5 years down the line.
Yeah, see, our trucks are already drive-by-wire systems. What will change is that the truck will become smarter, better, more intelligent based on software. I think it's a misconception to say that the software is not going to affect the truck that much. What is also true is it's not very visible. It's
Yes.
not like we put big flashy screens in the trucks.
Like how we say, look at passenger vehicles and
Exactly.
very apparent, very
Exactly.
visible
Yeah.
there.
But
But in
what-
trucks, because
what
the
we do-
application is different.
Exactly. What we do with software is 3 things. One is we make our products better, safer, better, faster, more fuel economic, and then zero emission. And second is by providing a software backbone which runs in the truck, off the truck, on the cloud, we make our fleets better. Because fleets are looking for maximum uptime, minimum downtime, predictive maintenance. They're looking for fuel economy. They're looking for higher range with battery vehicles. All of that is rooted in software. But the thing is, it's not visible, right? It works in the background. And the third is we're also making it less pollutant and more safer for the ecosystem where it runs, because these trucks are big machines, they're 40-ton trucks, they can be very dangerous. But all of this innovation is happening on the basis of software. It's just not visible. But if you look at the industry, the backbone of our economy are the trucks, right? Without trucks, you can't transport goods. And how do we make that whole ecosystem better is what we're working on. It's invisible, but it's extremely pivotal to world being a better place.
You and a team are also working on now what will be the operating system
Yes.
for Daimler trucks
Yes.
across all brands.
Yes.
Uh, the salient features or the salient drivers or objectives for the new OS,
Yeah.
and which I think would be the first for Daimler trucks.
Yeah.
And would some of the applications also be seen in the Indian market, perhaps?
Yes, absolutely. It will be seen, but what we put in which market depends on what the market needs are, right? Because it's entirely driven by that. So back to your question on the operating system. So what we are working on right now is a shift from the past on how we are architecting the in-vehicle electronics and software. It has been done in a certain way in the last 30, 40 years.
More
It's worked
distributed,
well.
maybe?
It is very distributed right now, but then what we are trying to do is we're trying to reduce, at the heart of it, is the reduction of the innovation cycles, right? If you want to put a new feature in the truck today,
So one brain and perhaps one nerve center, and then
correct,
raw?
correct.
Okay.
So if you want to put a new feature in the truck today, the chances are you will touch the hardware, which means it takes 2 to 3 years because it's a safety critical component. But in future architecture, you will not touch the hardware. You put high performing computers inside the truck, which are edge devices, which have enough hardware headroom to go for years and years. And when you want a new feature, you just make it a software. And you create that software and you deliver it over the air, and then the customer can pick and choose, I want this, that, and that feature, I don't want these two because it don't make sense. And then the truck becomes better in matter of days and not months. So this is the major shift. And let's not underestimate how complex it is, right? First, we have to design these high-performance computers. Then we have to put a platform on top of it, which is scalable, right? Which is scalable and can work for longer periods of time. So all of this is creating the next generation architectural platform, which is what we're working on. And this will change the innovation cycle. This will also change how we make the product, the customer, the fleets better every day. So I think that's the next, I would say, paradigm of how software can change them.
This is the sign of things to come. This is the way the industry will transition. So perhaps DTICA's role in the overall global network will also be even more critical.
Yes.
Is it already the largest outside of Daimler's home country, and what kind of growth path or growth trajectory do you expect for DTICA?
No, it absolutely is the largest innovation center outside of Germany. And when it comes to innovation on software and developing scalable platform level software, I think India is the place to be. So DTICA is going to be front and center in how we develop this platform. Now, we should not confuse things here, because it's not like there is a software team sitting in an ivory tower developing this. No. We work with product strategy, we work with manufacturing, we work with sales, we work with after sales, we work with the engineering teams globally to understand what makes sense. This is not something that we do because engineers fancy things, right? But we do all of that, but DTICI will be front and center in how we make this dream possible. So it's absolutely true.
On that note, wishing you and your team all the very best on behalf of ETAuto. Always a
Thank
pleasure talking to Raghavendra. There you heard Mr. Raghavendra Vaidya, MD and CEO, talking about DTICI, the kind of activity that's taking shape at the Daimler Truck Innovation Center, India. A key project being the new Daimler Truck operating system, which is in the works and perhaps will see the light of day in the market a few years down the line. Thank you for watching this interview.